Hey everyone, it is Kai, and another week of top decks is cometh. Okay, unfortunately I'm still stuck at home because we're in lockdown, and I will be stuck at home next week as well because lockdown got extended. Bad times, but luckily we have Kelvin's head still above us, and he will offer his incredible insights into the game that he, of course, would have played and knows all the knowledge on. So he'll chime in once in a while. Now this is, yes, I think this is the second week of set 2. And what we really like, we've seen some big tournaments. Let's look at what's happening on the local level. What is bringing what? Is it reflecting the same as like the top tier players? And where are the new techs coming from? We've seen 3 decks that have really shown in these team tournaments. They're Bruce, Bastion, of course. Bastion's still going strong. And we also had Prison. And is this going to be the same thing from locals? Because remember, in the team tournaments, right, you can't take 2 of the same nations in your team. So, you know, we're not going to see any much Barrows at all. We're not going to see like Hexaorbs or Phantom Blaster Dragons or things like that. So it'd be nice to see what is going on at the local level and what is winning these locals. Once again, if you submitted a VG top decks, it is at the end of each section, and we did split up the Japan and English again. So we're going to do all the Japanese tournaments first, then we'll have the English D tournaments, and then afterwards it will just be the same as before. So first of all, we are starting off with Nirvana. Now, Nirvana is the deck that really hasn't been figured out, I don't think. In terms of what is coming out in Dragon Empire, they also got Overlord as a new set, or a new archetype, which is making waves, or making, I don't know, turning up the heat in the kitchen. I don't know what you say, but that is definitely getting a lot of hype. I still think Nirvana is still pretty good, but how it's built, I don't really think it's been figured out yet. We've seen Bruce pretty much being figured out, Bastion kind of the same thing, and Prison as well, but you know, the Nirvanas just haven't been showing up that much, and all the builds so far have been quite different. Now, a lot of people are still deciding, do they want to run Damaris, or they just want to ditch that and run full overdress? Some people are still running Tenchestead, which is fine because you have the counterblast for it now, and running Aruna or not, this person is, it's allowing the Tricksters to hit some nice numbers. Again, it hits 28 on a Persona ride, which is a decent number, 13k by itself, or 18k by itself at a Persona ride, so at least it's a 10k shield, which is still kind of annoying to do. So overall, this guy's gone the Damari and the Aruna route, and yeah, he did pretty well. Next Nirvana deck we see, he's gone something totally different, right? No Arunas, more Tenchesteads, I think, one more copy of Tenchestead. One of the big things of Nirvana is what are you cutting from the deck? This person only cut 1 Valiente, some people cut more. Only cut 1 Virina Vanilla as well. Adds like 2 Togachirashi, which is just the Soul Charger. I've seen, before we saw quite a lot, like last week we saw more Togachirashi, but now, you know, they're slowly cutting it down to, because they're figuring out which cards that they really want in the deck, right? And then next we have another one here. This one's very compact, and very neat person. Looks, I think that's like Urja, that's Arcs. I don't know what that is. Is it the Triceratops maybe? That could be Tenchestead, Togashirachi, Aruna, and the Tricksters, right? So kind of a strange list, but yeah, you can see that some people are running the Arunas, some people are not. Some people are running this. Maybe that's Damari, but it looks like the back end of that Triceratops. So, I mean the Triceratops gives soul, gives crit, which is not bad. So yeah, interesting list. Now, funnily enough, that is all of the Nirvanas this week, which is pretty insane. I expected way more Nirvanas, but everyone's just dropped off. Like, no one wants to play it, which is sad. Moving on to Eugene's. So I thought Eugene's wouldn't really exist, but VG top decks showed up. Beast card shop tournament. First place was Scepter, taking Eugene, and he's running some new cards, but especially the new long boy. You know, big long boy, carrying the deck quite a lot, doing very well. He's running Gojos for tech. This allows you to get some counter charge in your game, which is pretty good, because although you have some more free cards with Eugene now, you know, getting more counterblast for free is not bad, because that means you get to use more abilities. So that's pretty good. I like this list. Eugene slowly getting better maybe. Second place was Nando, playing the Orfist Huge Hand is how they describe it. Orfist Huge Hand. He's running the extra counter charger here, and then only one Thumbarino? Really? I thought Thumbarino would be pretty good. You'd want to run multiples of that. He's running 8 worlds as well with the 3 retires. So he's running this card here, 4 of it, 4 copies. Not normally run. It's when it's boosted by a Shadow Army token and it hits a Vanguard. No, the attack just hits. It doesn't have to hit a Vanguard. You draw a card. So that's where this Orfist huge hand idea is coming from. So I guess, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's an interesting take on Orfist. Orfist is definitely one of those decks that really hasn't been figured out yet. So pretty good. It's nice. And then 3rd place, we've got Cello playing a Baromagnes 15 soul, first turn 15 soul. So yeah, a lot of soul charge. Got the new order there that can soul charge 3. But I think you get one card back, right? So not exactly a full 15 soul, but you know, added some defense here. Pretty interesting, nice to see. And then 4th place, we've got Moses with Prison Bonk, is as described. Prison Bonk. So you're pretty standard prison list here. Again, he's running Lemons. I'm not sure why you run the Lemons, right? Do you really need it when you've got like the bug motors? You know, you've got things like bug motor. You can easily get these like 15. Not 15. You don't need 15 prison. It's like after a certain amount, the prison doesn't matter. You could probably replace this, add more of the maybe one more bug motor or one more of the order. So I don't know. That's all right. That's all right. Thanks for using VG top decks. And then we actually do have another Eugene deck today. We have Guchu. Best Boy is back in DBO2. DBT02. He placed 11th in AGC's 20, despite his first time in them. So he likes Eugene. This is his list. Enjoy it with him. Right? Moving on, we've got Overlords. All right, we've got a lot of Overlords, and I don't know what kind of innovations you can do with Overlords, because it's a pretty straight up deck. It's honest. It is so honest. The deck builds itself, but we can see that this person's running some Tension Steads. He's decided to cut 1 copy of Bar, because I mean it gets power, but you know, you can add some more value cards. It's Tension Stead again. You have counter charges. You're always searching a persona every ride to do that pressure. Also made space for some tri-bashes, so you can get some crit pressure as well, and with the with more defensive orders, so you can be lame. You can be lame and defensive, right? Pretty cool. Then we've got another Overlord deck. We've got, trust me, we have more Overlord decks than Nirvanas, right? Pretty crazy, all right? Pretty crazy. So this one is just a kind of an even more honest deck, I think. The only thing that's really changed here is he's running only 3 Tension Stead, but he's running 3 15k attackers, so surprise. Next Overlord deck here is just kind of this, well, not really the same. He's running more of the running more discard soul. So when this card is discarded, Togashi Rashi, you put it into your soul instead. And during your turn, of course. And then Overlord discards 1, so naturally builds your soul. And the Tri-Bash. This is just a beta card. And yeah, so overall pretty nice. And then next we've got a guy that totally went a different way. He's running 3 of this order that allows all his units to attack back rows, if I recall correctly. And that just means that on certain turns, you can just play this down, damage deny your opponent while wiping his whole field, and they'll be like, whoa, what just happened? I got swerved, man. I got swerved. So I think this is a pretty interesting take. Not a huge fan on the order, because it's technically like a -1, but it can probably catch people off guard, which is pretty cool, right? Next we have is another Overlord here. He's running 2 of Reno, just for more early game aggression, I guess. But again, we've got the 4 Tension Steads. We got the Togashi Rashi and the 15k beta, so yeah. And then the last Overlord list we have is from Caesar Cards from Singapore. And the first place was Mr. Ong playing Dragonic Overlord, and he decided to go the Tri-Bash route, which is pretty cool. Tri-Bash beta, Togashi Rashi. Well, he's actually managed to fit in quite a lot of stuff. And I guess he's managed to fit in like everything, maybe cutting 1 Gojo, it seems. And yeah, pretty good. And then second was Phoebe playing Dark States, playing the dreaded Luard deck. Now, we saw a lot of people cutting Edens. Phoebe decided not to cut Edens. I mean, we've seen lists where like the max Edens you run is like 2. All right, but you know, I guess 3 and 2, not much difference. Running a Mabel as well. Mabel is just, I've said it before, it's CB1 +1, but technically a slightly better +1 because it's a trigger. So yeah, it's just there, you know, +1, easy. And 3 hell dives. High hell dive counts are basically what we've been seeing in the Bruce Bruce's pretty much this day or these days. So let's go into Bruce, right? Let's go into Bruce. Firstly, this is from Japan. So I'm like, oh, interesting overtrigger. Very, very interesting overtrigger. Very Japanese list. Even ran, I don't know. I'm not a fan of running Colossus. I'm not a huge fan of running Colossus. Just because I don't think you need it, man. I don't think you need it anymore. But yeah, it's just your standard Bruce deck now, I think. Pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. Next Bruce list here is running something slightly different. He's running this Crimson Expeller, which is pretty much just on attack. We can bring it up here. It's just on attack Vanguard. On attack, like when you attack the Vanguard Soul Charge once. So you can be aggressive with early, you get some soul. That's cool. That's cool. He's running 3 of it, which is pretty crazy. He has a lot of Soul Charge cards already. He's got, you know, 4 Acrobat Presenters as well. 4 Mabel. Really? You don't need that. I mean, this list isn't running Hell Dives, which is interesting. This is one of the first lists I've seen that is not running Hell Dives from Japan. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. All right, pretty interesting.
Pretty good.
That's right. That's right. Kelvin's is pretty good. And then moving on to more lists. Hi, yeah, this is standard. This person's also running 3 Edens. That Eden Life. He's managed to bring in like 3 draws and 2 fronts. I've seen people run heavier front counts as well. They're just trying to fit in the fronts because 20k shield is really good. So people are even cutting a crit for a front, which is pretty interesting. Like 4 front, 7 crit is where they're going now. Next list here we have a standard. Nothing. More Colossus. Come on, no. Stop with the Colossus, guys. Stop with the Colossus. 2 Mabels, yeah. Pretty standard list. Next Bruce we have is 3 Edens. So, like, it's kind of interesting. Locally, we're seeing 3 Edens. At tournaments, we're seeing lesser Edens. And maybe, okay, if you think about it though, like team leagues, right? You could technically make your deck slightly more inconsistent. Because you're in a team, right? It's technically a best of 3. While, you know, making your ceiling higher. So while you're at a locals, you just want to win first place to get like your special PR or mat, right? So you want to maybe be slightly more consistent, even though there's like lesser rounds at locals as well. So yeah, I can see why maybe people just want to run more Edens. Like you see more things at locals, you see more random decks at locals as well. So the Eden might just be better to just control the early game. Yeah, it's also running Gungaram. That I don't know. I don't like. I don't like that. I don't like the Gungaram. That's not cool. That's like outdated, right? That's just outdated. And 1 Colossus. Come on, man.
What is this list?
That's right. What is this list? What is this list? Come on. All right. Next one here. Do we see? If I see more Colossus, I'm always gonna point it out. But this guy passed the test. No Colossus, 2 Eden. This is just very. This is as expected. Everything is under control in this list. 2 Mabels. Very standard. Very standard. As standard as it gets. This guy sideways. Is he trying to stop me from seeing his Colossus with all this glare as well? No Colossus, it seems. Wow. All right, this guy actually has some interesting stuff. He's running the 20k order, you know, adding more defensive power on his lineup. He's also running 4 fronts as well. He's running 2 draws. So I guess, like, you know, if you think about it, you know, the two extra shielding here covers like the draws. But he's not running any hell. Oh, he's running 2 hell dives. So he's doing like a 2 hell dive to 20k shield kind of list. I think we've seen a lot of lists just cut the 20k. Like first week we saw them cut the 20, like add 20k shield, sorry, and run less hell dives. At the team tournament we saw them run like 4 hell dives. Here we're seeing it go back to 2 fronts, well, not 2 fronts, 2 20k shield orders. It's interesting. It's interesting. I like that. I think all of it is correct. They're all correct. You're never wrong, right? There are no wrong lists. Well, there are, but yeah. This is just your standard, you know, 4 hell dive, 4 Luard list. Let's go. Let's smash face. Pretty nice. Next here we have 3 20k orders. 3. That's pretty interesting. 2 Edens as well. Managed to fit that in. I think, you know, no Acrobat Presenter here. Okay, this is pretty interesting. I might like this list. All right, taking chances. All right, we've got Singapore, we've got Mervin again, Asobi D standard Discord remote fight, double elimination, best of 1. All right, he came first with his Mao Jiang 228 photo this time. Oh, is that Yeah, he's got the Bastion, you know, Bastion, but he's playing Bruce because he recognizes Bruce. Top tier, right? Yeah. He said he lost every single proper game since Thursday, and Murphy's Law worked almost immediately. Nice. But yeah, it's a Leonard.broken neck, I think. Two Eden build. What is that? What is that starter, man? Yeah, I got the 4 dogs, you know, 2 Mabels. Yeah, I think it's pretty there. I think, like, the funny thing is, before we were focusing a lot on the probable combo, and now people just go in, let's just get big numbers and smash face, and then once we'll still do protoball, but you know, I think smashing face is pretty good. You got Malik Bahari as well from the Hobby Union Weekly Shop Tournament. First place was Roy with Bruce. I think this is Roy. 3 Eden build. Nice. Second was Harry's with Bruce. So I was gonna say 2 Eden build, but this is more like a 2 Leonard build. Colossus. No Colossus. I like Roy's build better. I'm sorry. But I guess that's why I came first. Alright, I feel like there's a lot of missing cards here. And then third was Seat with Nirvana. Wow, okay. Nirvana getting another Nirvana rep. But only third place, not first place this time, unfortunately. Running the Myron. Running the one trade-in or Destiny draw. I mean, overdress draw. 2 Aruna. It's amazing how I managed to fit all this stuff in. Did he cut? I think he cut Valientes, eh? Yeah, you know, 4 Urja, 4 Arcs, 2 Virina, no Valientes. So pretty interesting cut. Good job, Brunei team. Yeah, I think Kelvin has something for you.
What's up, Brunei gang?
That's right. It's very robotic. What's up, Brunei game? I think his Brunei game can be done better. But what do you expect? He's in lockdown. And then we got Neil from PTC PM Revote Fight Tournament. First place was Neil with the 2 Eden play. Nice. Oh, he's doing the 2-2 at the top as well. That 2-2, nice. Good job. And then second was Rizal, playing Prison. Okay, nice Prison. Pretty standard build, I think. Is he running like 2 20k fronts, but 2 old fronts? Is that right? Why not just run this? I mean, are you that afraid of the 5k 4k difference? And then third was Nicholas with Zorga. Okay, Zorga. What is your line? 2 regurgitation, 3 spiritual, 4 grief, 2 ghost hunt, ghost chase, not ghost hunt. Ghost hunt's a good anime though. Yeah, 1 nectar and 1 of the alchemy dude, the life 2 shark. All right, nice. This is pretty good. He has a discussion about Bruce. Yeah, well, Leonard is truly nuts. I didn't copy Smurf list, he copied mine. Smiley face. Had to flex the DSR. I'll post my thoughts about Leonard. Said she was truly really good support for Bruce, and yes, Leonard is incredibly strong. I've tested several versions of the deck, and this has been working for me. I'm still debating on maybe cutting 1 doggo for either 4th Protobulb or 3rd Hellblast. So pretty good, nice, good job. Moving on to Barrows. We really haven't been seeing that many Barrows at the tournaments because everyone's playing Bruce. Tough luck. Unfortunately, like, there's not much changes in the deck, to be honest. Actually, that's not unfortunate, you know. It's very fortunate. You don't have to spend money. This guy decided, he opted to stop playing Crawling and just run the new order, which is a Soul Charge 3, but you get 1 card back. So I don't know. I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. At least you get to pick. You get to pick, right? So that's good. Next week, well, not next week. This is one Crimson. I think Crimson Spell is pretty good. You know, you can run like X of it. It's free. It's soul charges. Running some advantage card here, but it's like I'm not a huge fan of it, to be honest. But yeah, as you can see, Barrow hasn't really changed. It's still very budget. probably still very budget as well because everyone's got excess copies of this. Right, this person's running 4 crawling. Wow, 4 crawling, 2 Brothers Soul. So maybe this isn't the one. This isn't like Turbo 15, but playing 3 of the PR, which is pretty insane. It's pretty insane. Next we have is just this looks turbo, you know, 4 Brothers Soul, 2 of the New Order. Oh, he's running 2 of this grade 3 guard restrict. You have 10 or more soul, you can like Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1 when it attacks. And your opponent has the guard of 2 or more cards. So, I don't know, that seems very low value, man. I'm not a huge fan of that. I mean, you might build extra excess soul, but I guess if you call it out, it's pretty good. But it requires a counterblast. It requires a counterblast thing. I guess you can like call this out in Engraver and do some shenanigans like that. But I don't know, man. I'm not a huge fan of these kind of. I feel like it's low value. That's the problem. So I'm not a huge fan of those. I want to use my counterblast. I want to make sure my soul blast is fine. Although you do get a lot of soul. But, you know, not just for these kind of effects, right? These effects should be free. That's why V was broken, which is a problem, but... yeah. Alright, cool. Next one we have, he's running 4 Crimson Expeller, nice. 2... What was it? This is like Abnormality? Causality? Or something like that? Can't remember the name, but... Yeah. Only 2 of the Soul Charge 3. Rest of it is just... yeah, that's Electro Spartan. Nothing else really changed. Next Barrow we have here again, you know, 4 of this, 2, 4. Again, very, very high rarity. This guy is very high rarity version. But, you know, high rarity Barrow is like Lamau. And then last got Amar. Oh, Amar. Alright, little Akiba Malaysian remote fight shop tournament. First was Zachex playing Baromagnes Dark State, so... Oh, okay, good job. Ooh, 4 of the order. 1 time Girati Dragon. Okay, I like this. I like the style here. 1 random Gungaram as well. Second, Amar himself playing Prison. Is this? Look at this trigger liner. Very, very foily. Very nice. Yeah, 4 Thumberinos. You know, 3 of the World Searches. So pretty good. I like Orfist. And then 3rd place with Alvin Hu playing. He called this Baromagnes Dark States deck, but it's clearly a Nirvana deck. 2 Tension Steads, 2 Aruna. Okay, good, cool. 2 Namaris. Bit of everything. All the spice. But no Valiantes. Get that Valiante out of here, mate. And then 4th place was. Oh no, actually. Huh. This was actually Joshua Request's deck. So maybe 3rd place Baromagnes deck? Where did it go? Was it just the same deck? Maybe Alvin and Zachex play the same deck. So yeah, this is actually Joshua's deck. So good job, Joshua. You did well. Now moving on to the big boys. More bees, right? Let's talk Bastion. Right? I think Bastion's gonna be easy. Bastion is gonna be the easiest deck. Literally, how many form ups are you running? 4 form ups? Next deck. Oh, this guy's running 4 Ophelos. Bad deck. Bad choice, mate. But no, people are running this for the YOLO plays, and I mean that's fine. Interesting enough, he's running 3 of these additional angels, which is kind of just like it kind of tutors for a grade 3 in damage zone. So I guess it's okay. It requires a soul blast though, so I'm not a huge fan of that. But you get a grade 3 and call it. So, yeah, get a unit, but it's Bastion. Next Bastion deck we have is, only a 2 form up deck, but I think we've seen this kind of idea where you play 2 form ups and one of the Cometh, just because Cometh is easy. It's 2 CB, you're ready to go, and yeah, rest of the deck done. All right, no more control Bastion through this guy. Old beatdown deck, let's go. Add a 4 fronts in, you're good to go. Cheap deck, unless you full foil it like this guy. Next one, this guy didn't even run any commas. It's like 3, I mean not common, no form up. No format, guys. Just the 3 combo, 3 Alvin. Didn't even bother getting new cards, except for the fronts. It works. This is just how... No, actually, no. This is Refelsos. So, yeah. I mean, it's kind of interesting how people are still going with Cometh over the form-up. Because, I mean, technically, when you run this deck, you do want to commit more grade 3s on the field. Because you're running Refelsos, right? So, I feel like just form-up is better. But, you know... Cometh is just easy. It's just easy because you have Fasados. This guy's not even running Fasados, so I don't know. This guy, not sure. Yeah. So next one we got Ultraman. All right, four form up, team form up right there. Rest of the deck, nice. Just three Dark Strain. Correct. I agree. I'm a fan of this list already. This is good. This is a good Bastion list.
I approve this list.
That's right. Kelvin approves this list too. Good job. We're all Bastion players here. Next one. Dude, is this a good list? It's a good list. Do I see? There's 3 Alphines. That's all right. I give this a pass. 2 Cooker Bills. Yeah. I think this guy's a pretty good idea going on. Next one. So free. Three Comeths. No form-ups again. Dude, like, if you have a Bastion deck, how much profiting are you doing right now? This guy didn't even bother getting the fronts. He's just like, screw it, dude. I like draws. I like draws, man. So I'm gonna run draws. I'm gonna run cover. Do the same thing I've been doing for the last X months. All right. Good stuff. Okay, this guy wanted to spice it up. 3 form-ups, 4 Falsos. Rest of the deck just man. This one, yeah, pretty good. I don't know what else to say about this one. What do I even say about these Bastion lists, dude? They're like the same. I mean, it just comes down to it. Are you running Falsos? Are you running Painkiller? How many form ups? How many fronts? This guy's got the whole package, right? Full form up, right? Here we go, bam. This is like a test. This is a test. You know, we see 4 form ups here, 4 front triggers, full front, yeah, full front. Yeah, that's front. This front. Cool. Nice Bastion list. Another Japanese special. Only 3 form ups this time. Rest of the deck the same. Just running 1 full bow for the memes. Cool. Here is how many form ups? You got Refelsos, 4 form ups. Alright. Oh no, woo, he's got Lepisto. He's gone back to the old ways. The Lepisto ways. Nice. Well, everything just works when you have... Oh, dude, what? I was about to say everything works when you have Fasado, but every time I say that, the guy's not running Fasado. So incredible. I got you baited. Alright, got you baited. Refalsos, Prideful Dragon. Alright, this is a BVFL winner. Okay, so this is like this is a Battle Loco Locals winner. Alright. 3 Prideful Dragon, 4 Refalsos. I'm not a fan of Prideful Dragon, I've said it before. But people are trying to make it work. And I respect that. You know. I mean, we've been seeing so many Bastion decks that are literally last month's Bastion decks. At least we're seeing people try and make something work, even though I don't like it. You have to respect that they're trying to make it work. Alright, next one. Oh, we're seeing some Pridefuls coming. Alright, maybe Prideful's gonna be the new cool. Only 3 Fasados though. 3 Fasados, but 2 Prideful, 2 Refelsos. 3 form up. Nice. Are you running Prideful? No, but 4 form ups. Easy deck. Easy deck. Is this another easy deck? Yeah, 4 form. Oh, 2 Fasados. What space is he? Oh, that's Prideful. Team Prideful. Nice. And do we see Prideful? No, we see Alphins. So when you see that, you're like, man, this guy's too lazy to change, man. He's too lazy to change it. Fukuoka, are we seeing anything special from here? No. Oh, he's 4 orders though. Like 3 form up, 1 cometh, and that's it. That's all the spice. And then now we're on to the VG top decks. We've got Rose Velvet for the AGC Remote Fight Tournament. Deck used Nirvana. guess this doesn't look like Nirvana. Is that right? Oh no, the correct, right? It's Bastion. I mean, if you look at this deck, right, it looks pretty sparkly, and I would never confuse this with a Nirvana deck because you got 4 of this, all right, 4 of these Bastion DSRs. Now, let me get this straight. I'm a huge fan of the DSR art. I know some people are not, but you know, I like DSR art. I'm an old person. I'm an old boy. I was a kid when Clamp was around, so you know that kind of art. I know all about it. I think the art looks good, and clearly Rose Velvet thinks the same because there's 4 of them. There's 4 of them. How do you afford this, man? I can assume your wallet is done. It is ended. Good job coming first. Good investment, I guess. Good investment. Definitely not a cheap Nirvana deck right there. And then we've got a Reticular VTuber. This is Discord community tournament. And first place was Kyon. Kyon. Alright, playing Bastion. Is that his real name? Never know. We'll never know. Alright, 3 form ups, one prideful. Right, just destroyed that prideful there to try and take the spice, and 3 with Falsos. Only 3 Alden. Wow. Would this be a 4th Alden? That's the real question. All right. Second place we've got Amatsuki playing Bruce, and yeah, 3 Eden Bruce. That's nice. I think maybe we've seen this before. I don't know. Third place we've got Gerald playing Dragonic Overlord. What techs have you played here, mate? Oh, 4 Renos. All right, only 2 Gojos. Okay, that's interesting. I've seen everyone just running 4 Gojos, but this guy decided to spice up and not run 4 Gojo. So pretty good. And then 4th we've got Ezra Raviki playing Zorga. It's Zorga time. Let's see the order lineup. All right, so 3 Ghost Chase, 2 Agony, 4 Despair, 3 Condensation. Yeah, no Regurgitation though. So that's interesting. No Regurgitation. I guess if your format has a lot of Bastions, you might not like Regurgitation. It's just one of those things, right? So it could be meta dependent. So good job, VTubing community. You did well. Are you from maybe it's from Indo. Is it an Indo VTubing community? I don't know, but good job. Next we have is Hexaorbs. So we actually have Hexaorbs this week, and I don't know, Hexaorb kind of overshadowed quite often by the Bastions, but you know, I think they're pretty good. Pretty nice Hexaorb deck. Still running Comeths because you know draws are good. Adding more of the new cards, all right, to just like Deer Glass, amazing. This grade 2, amazing. Just able to get a trigger every turn is pretty strong. So I kind of like Hexaorb. Out of all the kind of lower tier decks, I like Hexaorb. All right. Next we have another one here. This list, I definitely like a lot. He's got a great Picora card. What a good guy. I approve this list. I'm pretty sure Kelvin approves this too.
I approve this list.
Right, that's right. We're all Picora fans here. Good job. Doesn't matter how good your list is. If you put this here, you get a thumbs up from me, mate. Next we have is another one. There's a lot of glare here, sorry. I can't really see this very well. I don't like the Circle Magus clone. It should be a Circle Sorceress, right? Because just the second retire effect I feel is very low value, so I don't really like it much. The rest of it is okay. It's okay. I don't think it's the best deck out there. The best list we've seen for Hexaorb out there. I think the Picora order is better. No bias. And this one, again, running all these budget nulls, really? Are you that afraid of like I don't know, menace effects? Oh, yeah. All right, pretty cool. All right, next we got Magnolia. Funnily enough, there was more Hexaorb decks than Nirvana this week. Right, Magnolia. I like the new Magnolia. I like the mover card and the Kuchi card. All right, I like that silly combo. It's pretty funny. I think this guy's running Zorgnolia. I can't really see the 1 and 2. But he's running a lot of orders. He's running Ghost Chase, Condensation, and the Wild Intelligence. So I feel like when you see a list of 8 orders, you can go, Yeah, he's probably running Zorgnolia, but he's like running Zorgnolia Kuchi. Right, so I guess it's pretty cool because you can put a Kuchi down, move it around, Damainaru pops it down, and then bam, that starts swinging for powers. So yeah, all right, I'm firmly behind the Kuchi train. I love that Kuchi. All right, I love that Kuchi. And then the next Magnolia we have is the Kuchi deck. I think it's only got 2 Kuchis, eh? It's a bit of a wild one. Has a bunch of different cards. Doesn't have the mover, it seems. So it's just your standard Magnolia deck with carried by Damainaru, right? So all right, I don't know. I like the moving one, but that's all the Magnolia lists we have this week, which is insane. These are the only ones that won. So unfortunately, we're moving on to Zorga, but now we get to look at more order lineups. Right, so this one, I can't really, is that Regurgitation? The foiling is so weird. Regurgitation, Nectar, 2 Nectar, 2 Ghost Chase, 3 Condensation, and 4 Despair. I'm seeing a lot of Despair. I feel like you could lower the amount of Despair and maybe add more other stuff, but maybe people just like Despair quite a lot, right? I feel like you can also lower the Rogue Headhunter as well. You don't need 4, but I guess 4 is fine. Moving on to here, this is 3 Despair, right? 2 Regurgitation, 2 Agony, 2 Condensation, 2 Nectar, and 1. I think it's Reclamation, right? Is that the name? Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, like, I get a lot of questions now about Agony when people are starting to realize that yes, you can Alchemy Magic the Agony and get 5Ks, a lot of 5Ks, as long as the Agony is the one in the drop zone and you bind it, you get a lot of 5Ks. You get 5K profits everywhere. So that's pretty cool. Next Zorga list we have here is 3 Despair, 2 Regurgitation, 2 Agony, 2 Nectar, 3 Condensation, and 2 Ghost Chase, which is all right. Okay. And then lastly, we have 3 Regurgitation. Okay. 3 Regurgitation, 4 Despair, 2 Agony, 3 Condensation. So no Ghost Chase. Oh, there's 2 Nectars here as well. Why they split it up so much? But yeah, no Ghost Chase. I guess you might not need Ghost Chase. He's only running. Oh no, he's got 4 Headhunters. But yeah, 4 Despair and 3 Regurgitation. I feel like that's quite a lot of counterblast though. It's quite a lot of I guess your Rogue Headhunters will kind of manage the counterblast, but they're not as good as Hendrina's. He's only running like 2 Hendrinas as well. Wow. All right, that's incredible. All right, moving on, we have Prisons. All right, Prison is the new cool kid on the block. Prison is like that girl or that kid. I guess it depends, right? It doesn't matter. It could be a girl or a boy. You know, that kid, you know, when they were just like a random kid, snot-nosed kid, but then when they grew up, they're like, wow, so beautiful. You know, it's so beautiful. That's pretty much what Prison is. First set. Oh, look at this deck. It looks bad. But you know, 1 set later, whoa, this is top tier, A+, number 1. Well, not really number 1, but you know, it's a really good deck now. And everyone's hopping on that train, right? Everyone's hopping on that train. So yeah, Prison kind of figured out, you know, and I mean, doesn't help that, you know, Seraph Snow, and it's probably one of the best. Well, Seraph Snow is probably one of the best girls in D at the moment, and Tamari's just better than Megumi. Team Megumi, I'm sorry. If you watch the anime, guys, don't even. This isn't even a competition anymore, right? Not even a competition. All right. If you want to keep your ideals of Megumi being the best girl, don't watch the anime, but you should. Yeah, no, Tamari's just superior everywhere, and yeah, no, this deck currently is pretty good. I mean, I can understand the lack of Magnolia tops because Prison is just so prevalent right now that you're just gonna feel bad. Just gonna feel so bad running this, and the deck's pretty much figured out. The deck's literally just figured out. So yeah, this is the most standard build you're ever gonna see. Moving on to the next most standard build you'll ever see is, yeah, you can see like the only changes are the orders and the grade 2s. Like literally this is the changes. Maybe that someone likes running an extra front or less fronts. That's it, right? What about this guy? Yeah. What are the changes? Can you spot the differences? Oh, he's got 4-3. Nice. All right, moving on. One Baromagnes. That's. Well, this was actually very different. One Baromagnes, one automaton, automatic caution. Sorry. Or 4. 2 of the 3. This is. I'm sorry. This list. This list is.
This list is raw.
That's right. This list is raw. All right. Next, we can skip. We've got so many prison lists. You don't have to like every single one of them. This one, he's running Limone. I am not a fan of Limone, so let's move on. Limones with no usage is what I don't like, right? So let's kind of move on here. I mean, I do see people still run it though. If you're like, on a more serious note, if you're very, very paranoid about your prison, then yes, you can run it. But personally, if you don't have an end game for it, I wouldn't really want to kind of try and go like the infinity route with prison, because you just don't have an end game, right? This one is. Do I even bother? This guy didn't even bother changing his laying it out properly. So I assume it's standard, except this card I haven't seen yet. Next one we have autonomic caution. For this, I don't know, man. 2 bug murder. Really? All right. You can run more of this and less of this, right? Less of this. I mean, I can understand why you'd want to run this, like the cautions for more defensive power, but this one just, I don't know, red blow. I'm not feeling him, man. I'm not feeling him, bro. This one we got, coral, nice. But yeah, this one is, he's running the execution. He's running the execution card. That is not standard. But like, here's the thing though. This is why I don't like the execution card is, all right, you prison something that's very, very valuable from your opponent. Then you kill it off. That is like it's a 2-card combo, and the overall value of that combo, it doesn't seem that great anyway. It doesn't seem that great anyway, right? You might as well just play other good stuff. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that combo, but this guy's dedicated. If you look at his list, massive. So good job. This one is just, you know, kind of fuzzy, but overall the list is solid. It's a solid list, all right? It's pretty much standard. So I think it's pretty good.
Pretty good.
That's right, pretty good. Okay, so I actually do kind of like this guy running the 2 melty kiss orders, just so you know you have kind of a big defensive end play with it. You can just pretty much shut down entire turns if you run this. Now, the card I don't like is this one. Now, I've actually checked what it does, and it's just like when you boost, if you have 2 or more cards in your prison, this card gets 5k. That is so low value. You could literally run like Lamones over this, or run Skater Boy here over this. It just feels like, yeah, it's a very low value card, low impact. If you're running Melty Kiss, you can definitely run Lamones in the deck. So overall, I like that he's running this. This is one of my most favorite cards in the set. But you know, everyone's gone into 24-hour mode, so unlucky, right? Next one here is just this guy's running Lamones with no endgame, right? Again, this is not my favorite. I don't like it when it's just like, why are you doing, right? Why are you doing? I don't like it, bro. Next one here is it? Yeah, standard, very standard. All right, good job. And then here is another prison. Oh, dude, yes, no. I don't always see this like together. It's like, yeah, he's done it. He's doing it. And then he's like, oh, very disappointed. And then the last prison deck for today. Oh, we've got Ang Mo Lang. All right. So the second place prison deck, only one through complete Sakari. Skill was not involved. Nice. All right, so he's running one of the execution cards. I guess it's like a flex slot. Only 3 Rouge. I think Rouge is really good, man. It's like tanky, it's buffed, power, everything in one card. I'd run like, it's definitely a 4 of right now, I think. So, but good job. You're second place. All right, second place, nice. And then lastly, we have the Orfist boys, right? Orfist not that popular right now, simply because you know, prison is the brand gate deck to play. So yeah, everyone's hopping on that train. Okay, so this person's running something really weird. He's running the Cell Shirk. This is just on attack. You can sack one of your Soul Blast and sack like a Shadow Army token, and your opponent has to call 2 cards at the same time. I think it's very low value though. Really low value. You have a lot of other outlets for your resource. So this one is like not cool. I think I'd rather even countercharge over this card. So yeah, not a fan of him, but otherwise Orfist. I think Orfist is still really good at the moment. Just no one's really playing it. I guess Prison's also really good too. So yeah. Next we've got Azir Boy from Brunei. We've got the Brunei team. All right, nice. And first place was Asmi Noodle playing Brandgate. All right, so good old Orfist deck.
What's up, Brunei gang?
That's right, it's Kelvin again with that same robotic greeting, but 3 of the World Searcher. I think it's like last week we saw a bunch of decks running Istolate just to get the extra field control, and I think this week, well, we really have a few decks, but we haven't really seen it that much. So yeah, pretty interesting. Good job. Second place is AJ playing Keta Sanctuary. Now, this is a deck we haven't really seen. It's Phantom Blaster Dragon. The only one this week so far. So yeah, this is basically like one thing though. We've when you play PvD, it's like you're playing. You could play Bastion, and then you're like, oh, I could play Hexaorb, or I could play PvD, right? But you know, there's their fans. So PvD again, pretty much built itself. Just run the good stuff, the best grade you can find, and you're done, right? So good job. Second place. Third place with Cube with a Q. He was running Brandgate Prison, and yeah, 3 bug murder. All right, pretty decent. What is that? What? Ooh. He's running 3 corrosion? Really? Oh wait. The CB1 15k token doesn't require you to be like, oh. You can play it even if you do have a prison. Oh, this is pretty smart. This is a pretty spicy tech, man. I like this, dude. Oh, good job, Mr. Cube. All right, impressive. And then fourth place, we've got Bo playing Keta Sanctuary, so Bastion, right? Control Bastion, really? Well, maybe mid-range Bastion. Oh, he's playing a bit of everything, if you look at it. 20k shields, bottom decks, 15k boosters. Okay. Prideful Dragon, oh! Extra spice, everything's in this deck, alright. It's got the Fasados as well. Yeah, alright, this is it. I like. Good job, man, good job. And then, I think this is the last Orfist deck we have here. It's a Yomo's Orfist deck. Came 5th at AGC and 3rd at Asobi. So two tournaments. Oh, he's got the Istolate. He's got the Istolate combos. And yeah, the rest of the deck, pretty straightforward. Oh, I like it. Good job, mate. And then I think we got Dexter here. This is last week's summary, right? There is lots of Bastion, lots of Bruce, lots of Overlord. Basically the same thing that we've seen. We saw a lot of Overlord, but you know, the prison. This prison thing is gonna go insane. All right, cool. Now let's move on to the English side of things. We have Chris, the Red Flash Chalk. Mr. Chalk won the FTK local with first place, getting a box of Festival Collection. Nice. So he was meant to play Orfist apparently, but yeah, apparently that last guy had to go. So I mean, you take those wins. Bruce, Bruce. Yeah, this is just a pretty straightforward Bruce list by now. Oh, this team, nice. Good job. Congrats. Second, we've got Akimo. Second place at Nekokart's Football is called the deck. He tried out True Jared and actually really liked him. So, all right, look, you see the True Jared right there. And yeah, opted to use Dark States Overtree instead of Create Elemental, since I found more use for it early, mid, and late rather than the later game focus of the Create Elemental areas. And he loves the deck. So, good job. Next, Jeremy. He got second at locals this week. Played poorly, but got 2 SP from the. Right, so he played poorly, got second, and then pulled 2 SPs. I think that's a win. I think that's pretty much a win. All right. I mean, you know what happens when you're winning? You win more, and good job, man. Then we got Team MLB, TCG. Different decks have shown up in this week's tourney. Bruce managed to take top spot, followed by Orfist. So first place was the Bruce deck. Yeah, when I love these English lists, man. I see the Brodies, I'm like, these guys know. These guys understand, right? Second place was Orfist. Good job, good job. Third place, Bruce. I still got Brodies. I nearly flipped the switch there, man. Good job. You did well. And then fourth place was Bastion. Right, Bastion. Oh, not running PR trigger. Is this for memes? Is this the meme trigger? All right, you know, for oh, it's got so many. This is a pretty memey deck, you know. Lepistos, endless draws. Where's your Fasados? No Fasados. All right, I can understand. I think Fasado's like super expensive in English now, so I can understand if you don't have Fasados, but you know, might as well just stack up the counterblast, get the draws going, go YOLO, right? So good job. Then we've got Mecha 3-0 with Bastion. It's not easy being greasy. I don't know what that means, but it came first. Let's go. All right, you can do it. Yeah, pretty good deck. 3 Fasado only. Okay. Then we've got Checkmate Vanguard. Rivals Gaming Overdress tournament results. First place was Bastion. All right, so pretty standard Bastion deck. Front triggers, all right. Ooh, Alphin. This is the new tech we're seeing. I'm surprised we haven't, like, these Bastion decks haven't moved to like the control Bastion list that we've been seeing in Japan quite a lot after Festival Collection, but okay. Beatdown works. And then we've got some brand gate lists here. Ooh, he's out of this the twin smasher, right? Twin smasher. Okay. These Festival Collection, I mean, Normally you won't see this in Japan much, but you know, people just try the new things. It's Maverick Martel, right? Local tournaments in Budapest still going strong. That's good to hear. Mate. We had 19 players last week. Orfist took first place this time. I got second with Bruce. No changes from 2 weeks ago. Yeah, if it works, why change it? It just works. And we had a surprise Eugene rounding out top 3. Okay. So spoilers there. So this is the Bruce deck that's just been working, right? All right. Why bother with Jared when this list is perfect, right? And then lastly, we have the Eugene, all right? This one's kind of the same thing, right? I mean, Eugene didn't really add in any Festival Collection stuff because it just works. Sometimes. But yeah, it worked this time. He came third with it, so pretty good. And then lastly, you got some Stoichea lists, all right? This is the BGC remote fight tournament. This is from Junkris at Philippines. This is the round robin. He came first with Zorgnolia. So good job. Yeah, first place was Zorgnolia. 1 Coochie. Hopefully gonna see more Coochies later on. But then we got him again. Junkris again. KJ Hobbies remote fight tournament in the Philippines. And then he got 3-1 using Zorgnolia. Lost to best deck Eugene on the last round. So yeah, good job. Zorgnolia doing well for you, man. Doing well. Okay, so that's it for all of standard. Let's move on to V, because there is still a V format. Still quite popular, actually. All right, so from Japan, we have a Royal Paladin list. Sanctuary Knights, Sanctuary Jewel Knight. This is cool. I mean, nothing's really changed as expected, but, you know, sooner or later, we're going to get V Collection coming up next soon. Think Saber. I mean, people were disappointed with Think Saber, man. I think it's all right. Next we have is a Himiko list, so that's good. Just Himiko Regalia. But then we've got Mervin was contemplating on joining, but joined anyway to bring fame to the deck that put me on the map. Okay, Genesis first place was Mervin playing Astral Poets. Good old Astral Poets. Smashing face. Easy PK. Second place was Bermuda Highlander. Beckham again. Wow. You guys need to stop him, man. We've been saying you guys need to stop him. How come he always does it, man? Third place was Link Trick Messiah, played by Kong Ren. And yeah, we've seen this list before as well. And then fourth place was Mordred. Ooh, I mean, Mordred is making a comeback soon, right? Because the new Raging form is supposed to combo with Mordred. So, is that Phantom Blaster Dragon? I guess you can Superior Ride. So yeah, it's Phantom Blaster Dragon. Wow. Nice. All right. Next we have Beckham, or Beckham himself. Singapore Asobi V Premium. Well, actually, this isn't Beckham because it's not Highlander. So first place was Ron playing Luard. Is this? Yeah, this is pretty boring. Luard works. And then second we have is Lux Lemonade playing Prisms. So they've got that. The prison decks from Singapore are pretty interesting. They run the prisms, but they run the oranges and the Tirras and things like that. I think we saw it at BSFO as well, so pretty good. And then third place, we've got Beckham as well, the Highlander deck. Oh, but he's got a Coco card here, so okay, we can forgive Beckham this week. You pass. You got a good thing, right? It's a good thing. Even Calvin will give you a thumbs up, dude. He'll give you a solid
5 out of 7.
That's right. You got his approval this week. And then last we got runner-up. Third runner-up is with Mervin with Luard. So alrighty. Next we've got is a Megacolony deck. Megacolony Clan Rise Up, right? For me. When less people play it, there's less competition, and then everything becomes balanced, yeah. Just gotta pick your locals. And then we got Sutere with V Premium Locals Vildas. And then first place was him, was Sutere with Stan Pioni. And second was Vanguard. And he's like, and they said going to try and find space for 1 or 2 more Kaivards or maybe Tomato. But otherwise, just the token, kind of just token rush build. Is rush? Just get tokens, do the new Nectar thing, right? Next we've got Dark Stones. Now, when I saw this deck, this is from Japan. When I saw this, I was wow, is this a premium deck? Because only premium decks on the organ, but it's just a V premium deck with organ. So yeah, good job, good stuff. And then now we've got this isn't prison. I was about to say the prisons are back, but it's actually Ange, right? It's actually Ange. So first place was Bermuda Triangle, and then just the Ange that we've been seeing quite a lot. And the second place was Nova Grapplers. Wow, Nova with shouts. He's doing Victor with shouts. All right, I can buy that. That's good. And then we've got Ayrton, placed first at Nectar's V Premium Championship with a 4-1 in Swiss and a 2-0 in Top Cut. Yeah, already there's another Prism list featuring Southern Cross Station since I missed the previous bus. Oh wow, don't want to stay out that much, man. Right now everyone has to stay home, but good old Prism doing its thing. All right, next we've got Premium. So we've got this is Fortune. Now that our locals shop league is done, a bunch of us decided to do a tournament with a group enforced restriction list. Here were the top 3 decks of the day. So the restriction list was Nubatama banned, Songster banned, Hawam banned, Zarzan banned, Jam Your Congo banned, 2-1 was Taro, choice restrict was Bendy or Nemain, and then tokens cannot stand, Valkyrian cannot stand, etc. So first place with all those restrictions was Vermillion. Right? Vermillion, really? Come on, man. Come on, why is this here? Why is this deck here? Right? At least make it sweep command, Vermillion. Alright, Vermillion, good job. Second was Chaos Breaker. Yeah, we've got opinions for that too, right?
Lock was a mistake.
That's right, Lock was a mistake. And then third was Over Trigger Infinite Loop. What? Alright, so if you don't know this, if you platinum with the Over Trigger, you just keep on calling cards, keep on attacking, keep on triggering. And then I guess the whole deck is just to stack your top deck to get that situation happening. And then if your Overtrigger goes to your hand, then you bottom deck it with Slay Me. Do you have a Slay Me? You should have a Slay Me. Okay, no Slay Me. But yeah. Otherwise, you Ultima with the Overtrigger to get massive columns. Or you can sit around in GB8. GB8 with Best Off works as well. So nice. At least it's an interesting deck. It's a fun deck, right? Next we have is just Jam Your Congo. Made it second place at a Sobeys Premium Tournament with Jam Your Congo. patiently waiting for Die Hozan to come out. Yeah. So, good job. Good job. Someone asked, does Jamu need to get hit? And Mervin says, yes, it does. Yes, it does. But, you know, I'm waiting for Die Hozan too. He looks pretty cool. Cool old man. And this is the stride zone. It's just, yeah, pretty standard Nubatama stuff. All right. Then premium for Genesis. This is from Gino. I got tied for first in this deck after a while of losing. The soul sharding is too much for my opponent. This is, yeah, it's pretty. It's kind of like a good stuff deck, except it can randomly infinite power you and kill you, but otherwise it can still play a pretty normal game. So, pretty dirty. I think. Fenrir, dirty deck, man, dirty deck. But good job, doing well. First place. Now, let's move on to some spice. All right, this is from Japan. This is the spiciness from Japan. I was thinking of a deck like this, but the difference between me and this person was I was thinking in set 1, when you should be thinking in set 2. Now, the entire thing of this is the premium Nier is you can play Zorga stuff, you can do all your alchemagics and things like that, make a bunch of stuff, and then you can still stride because you have the premium collection stride. So you just get crit. It's pretty jank. It's pretty bad, but I mean it works. You can persona ride Zorga, make tokens, sack tokens, get a bunch of power, then get stride with crit. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, nice. Niers rise up. Finally, it's pretty cool. Calvin will say
this list is quite questionable.
Yeah, because in premium you'd be dead, but it's fun. It's fun. Come on. But that's not all. We've got another deck from Japan. We've got his premium Grand Blue, and this is another Ghostie Gyze, right? But you know, it's not just Ghostie Gyze because we've got the short I don't know. It's like it starts with an S, but it's the 18k dragon, right? So like Beatrice gives all the ghosties plus 5k intercept. So you know, you're like, yeah, look, Mick. Why do you run Mick? Like 25k shield, it's nice. But who cares? If you're 18k, you already get like a plus 6k. So you don't need that extra power for Ghostie. You're just sitting there being fat, right? The only one thing here is he's not running like the what you call it, the Cannoneer, right? So he doesn't really have any denial plays. But like the other thing is I'm not sure about the Twisted Malice. I guess you might use a bit of Soul. Oh no, there's the Cannoneers. What am I saying? I'm blind. Yeah, okay, so he's got everything. He's done. So it's Ghostie Gyze with a touch of 18k base. So you stay tanky. Not too sure if he really needs like 2 of these old triggers, but I guess since everything you can just grab from the deck anyway, it's literally free real estate. This is actually a null. This null works because remember the put thing. If you put it, it works. So if you call this out as a null, if you can somehow call it out, I think. Do they have any ways? Like the Grand Blue Expert is not here, right? Solemn's on another continent. Kelvin's in another house, right? If only. But yeah, Ghostie Gyze. What's do these mean? At first when I saw this, I was like, oh no, not another Ultima Overtrigger meme. But then I'm like, wow, okay, wait, it's Ghostie. So yeah, that is not all, right? Nearly forgot. There is still the Discord tournaments. Don't say I forgot you. Okay, so this first list we have is from S-Bear, the Ogre Depok CFA remote tournament. So we got a Japanese Bruce list here, and oh, he's managed to do 4 Edens. 4 Edens, nice. 1 Mabel. All right, pretty cool. Good job. So first place was Bruce, and then second place was Prison, and third place was Zorga. But yeah, we only have the Bruce list. Next we have is, this is from third place GPG Locals. This is from Wiley. Same list as before, but replaced fronts for draws. First place was Magnolia and Refused. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, no, it's a English Orfist list. Pretty good. Nice. Good job. And yeah, it's pretty standard. Then we've got this list here. This is from Wiley as well. First place standing in top 4 split. This is from Nowhere Comics and Games in Hialeah, Florida. Until set 2 comes up, stateside, this is the list. So this is the settled list. He settled on it. He's maxed it out. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. Good job with the maxing. Yeah, this is confirmed, right? Confirmed. Good job, mate. Good job. Next we have is E-Monsters Hobby Store. All right. So this is from Malaysia. First place we got the champ, Chadson. Chadson. Oh man, that's right. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, bro. We got Nirvana here. It's good to see more Nirvana lists, to be honest. All right. Feel like we don't get enough of them. 4 Urges, 3 Valientes, 4 Togashirashi, 3 Runa. Managed to fit everything in, which is pretty good. Only 1 Virina. Ooh, man, he's living on the edge. He's living on the edge, right? Second, we've got Meta Nerd. So these nicknames, man. Meta Nerd. He's running Colossus, man. He's definitely not a Meta Nerd if he's running Colossus. Right? Come on, man. If you're a Meta Nerd, run like I don't know, run one more Hell Dives, dude. Run some Acrobat presenters. Good job, good job. Third place we've got Zachex with Baromagnes. Okay, or it's running two of that thing, bro. Two of the how'd you call it? The guard restrict. And then 4th place, well, not 4th, well, top 4 was Darren. I think we've seen Darren before. We've seen this guy, the Alakazam man with Orfist. 1 is Slate, okay. But otherwise, the rest of the deck is pretty cool. So, all right, that is it for this week. Definitely some very interesting lists, not just in premium, but also in standard as well. So definitely very, very nice. Like Gyze's, Ghostie Gyze, like what was it? Zorga in premium, and yeah, that corroding tech seems pretty cool in prison. I feel like I want to try that. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of this week's list. Remember, if you want to be featured on Twitter, put in hashtag VGTopDecks. If you don't have Twitter, you can go to our Discord and submit it in the VG Top Deck submission channel. But just, it'll be at the end. So yeah, it won't be with everything else. So I hope you guys like this week's list. I'm definitely pretty impressed myself. And I'll see you guys in the next video, alright? Bye.